Hey everyone, how you doing today? It is Tuesday, 8 o'clock Pacific, and that means we bring on one of our newest experts and a fan favorite already. Welcome, Matt Hawkins, to the show. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing awesome, Mike. Super excited to be with you again. Tuesdays are actually something I look forward to now.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
And again,
yeah,
I mean everything I say. So you very quickly became a fan favorite. I don't know if you take the time to go back and look at some of the
I
comments,
do. I
but
do.
yeah, people love you. So congratulations.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you've got a really smart audience for that reason, just even that reason alone.
Yeah.
But you got a really smart audience, which is great because they want to learn. And guys, this is part of doing the work. You
Yeah.
know, the toughest thing for me that I've shared in my first interview was I didn't have a mentor.
Yeah.
That was very hard for me. And so YouTube and being what it is now, I mean, when I started, it was in 2000.
Yeah.
YouTube wasn't a thing, and I couldn't watch nonstop people talking about their experiences and how I could learn from that and save myself money and save myself the lessons. I'm all about learning the lesson with somebody else's money.
Yeah.
That's kind of how you build what we've built. And so just to have the opportunity to be able to voice the experiences I've had that hopefully help people, that's what we're here for. It's we've always tried to give back, and I think that that's one of the things that why we've just had kind of that instant friendship is just how we view people, and we want to help other people. We've made it successful. This is what worked for us, and if you can glean any value from that, awesome.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with that, Mo.
Yeah.
Now it goes by the name Go Giver. I've been doing this long before that kind of mantra came out. It
Sure.
just, yeah, it just make it. I do it, and it's really this reason alone. And if it ever stops being this, I'll just shut YouTube down. It's because I feel better every day. I'm
Sure.
happy. I'm happy when I go to bed.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
And just to
that's
give
where I'm at.
back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
sure. And the other thing too is also give people some perspective. I always try and look at things from a tenant's point of view
Mhm.
as well. And our rule is that we won't own any property that we won't live in ourselves.
Nice. Nice. Well, hey,
So
we always do 3 topics. So this first one I've been excited about because you're the guy I wanted to talk to. You're kind of the East Coast Zuber, if you will, and I go by Zuber with all my friends.
sure.
So congratulations,
Yeah.
you have a new
Appreciate
nickname.
it. Love it. Yeah.
And
I love it.
that is 2021 is I think setting up to be the perfect year to get your first 4 residential real estate properties. Now you don't have to get 4, but you're on that path because I think we're going to have I think we're going to have that perfect mix of rising inventory, rising interest rates. Is going to pull back demand of owner occupancy because they were kicking our butt in 2020. We're going to have rising 10-year note, which is going to cause cap rate expansion in multifamily and create all kinds of pain and nonsense in that area.
Yep.
And I'm like, 30-year money below 4% should be a thing all year.
Agreed.
And what I'm telling folks is do the work, do your homework,
Yep.
learn your market. If you need help, I got that course. But let's get one this year because I think
Yeah.
it's going to be a good year.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that, do you really want to be the guy that gets an at bat with the bases loaded and 2 outs and you've had 3 at bats your entire life?
Yeah,
You do not want to be that guy because you have no idea what you're looking for.
exactly.
So know what you're looking for. And that it's 1,000 hours of preparation spread over, months or years or whatever, that turns into that moment of opportunity, you being able to capitalize.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what has to be done.
Yeah. And again, what I'm very clear. I see even it's funny. So 2 things I said January 1st. I think interest rates are going to rise. It's now the 12th, and my broker is already telling me they're up a quarter point. A
They
quarter.
are. Yep.
That's a
Yep.
Fed rate tightening, folks.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for a while, so I got that one right.
And that's fast.
Oh, dude, that's
Really fast.
that's fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the next one is inventory rise. I haven't really seen it much in my market, but I've got 2 texts yesterday from students going, it's already happening. Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's early. They're in Midwest
It is early.
markets, so it's snow maybe is causing you don't know yet.
Yep.
A single point does not make a trend, but it's at least interesting, right? 2 different markets.
Yeah.
So I think inventory is rising, but to your point about 1,000 hours, folks, you got to do the work now.
Yeah.
If you don't do the work in January, February, March, you're not going to be ready for April.
That's right.
If you don't do the work now, you're going to gamble in April, and that's not what I'm about.
Nope. Nope. There's a reason why great poker players win a lot more than they lose.
Exactly. Yeah.
They've played the million hands.
Yeah.
Everything's got it. It's 10,000 hours to, to be an expert in something. It's, 1,000 hours to meet that minute of opportunity. It's the, playing 10,000 hands of poker to really truly understand the game, to be able to then better navigate and improve and fine tune. It's all of these things. Nothing is fast. Nothing is quick. Nothing is instantaneous. You have to make the decision and be disciplined in that and stay the course to end up where you want to end up. And I think, to speak to your point about the inventory thing. So we had a multifamily hit, a duplex actually. So we won't, you say multifamily because multifamily is a lot larger.
Yeah. Residential.
We'll call it residential duplex.
Yep.
Hit the market on Thursday. Their open house was on Saturday.
Okay.
They do 15-minute increments, and they were basically supposed to start at 10 a.m. and finish at 1.
Okay.
They started at 10 a.m. They finished at 6 p.m.
Oh my God.
Every 15 minutes all day long, one person after another going in, or one group after another going in and looking at the property. The property is a 3-bed, 1-bath duplex.
Okay.
The rents on that property are going to be right around top of market, is like 2,700 is top of market.
All right.
They went on for $399.
No.
$2,700 worth of rents, $399. When I did all the numbers with mortgage and our taxes here, the taxes on that building are $700 a month. The taxes are $700 a month on that building. So you add everything in, so just with even a 265 owner occ, right? Let's say it's an owner occ, 265, $700 a month for taxes. You figure insurance in there at about $100 a month. When you're all said and done, your payment was going to be about $2,300 a month. That was before you got to any utilities, water, sewer, any of that stuff. And in our city, that's expensive because it's old infrastructure, because our city is 300 years old. Our city was founded in 1675 or something. Wow. So our stuff is old. So it was put in a long time ago. But you look at those numbers and you're $2,500 a month on $2,700 a month of income.
Yeah, you fart and that's a negative cash flow, right? And
yep, exactly.
And oh, by the way,
I killed myself for the year, right?
Exactly. And again, folks, I opened this by saying rates are up. If you didn't lock in that 265, you're probably at 287 now, and you're done.
Yep,
it's over.
Exactly, over. So I think what we're seeing. So let's talk about affordability index.
Yeah.
We crossed that magic threshold. So now we're in the land of 05, 06 levels.
Wow. So it'd be interesting. So folks, again, if you don't know what affordability index, look it up. It's the thing that saved me. I wrote about it in my damn book. Actually I sent all my book. I don't even have a book anymore. Gosh, I got to go buy some more. Anyways, book's called One Rental in Time.
Over his left-hand shoulder.
Yeah, it's right. It's right there. I usually show it, but I don't have it anymore. But the affordability index saved us. So I'm curious. So for me, the peak was like 07, like 05, 06 was nutty. And that last year was pure greed, unhealthy, pure nonsense. So was 05, 06 your peak, or did you have one more year of just pure stupidity?
We had, believe it or not, it was kind of 05, 06 kind of all went like this, like little waves.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden 08 whack. Clicked up quickly.
Okay.
Because stuff started to sit on market and price reductions, all the things that we see when things start to go sideways.
Right.
And so I think for us, to that end, the way that New Hampshire tracks affordability, because I think the formula is very important. And I actually looked, and California does it differently than New Hampshire does.
Sure.
So look at the math that makes up the affordability index. Now, don't be ashamed. It might take you a day to really figure out how they're doing it and what that means. But that is the most important piece of work. I totally agree with you on that, Mike, is that affordability index is crucial. And in New Hampshire, the way that they measure it is they measure it as being the income equal to the price, the income needed to be qualified for a median income home based on a median income, right? So the median income, or the median price of a house versus the median income. And our number, we went as high in 2011 and 2012 and 2013. We went as high as, we go 0 to 300
Okay.
That's how big our range was.
Yep.
So when you're at 300, you were literally 300% of the median income being the median house value. That's how crazy out of whack it went.
So let me just, because again, folks, when you hear my videos, I talk about 0 to 100, and my number is actually the smaller, the worse it is. So let's put this in context. So in New Hampshire, let's just say round numbers, you make 100K. How do I want to do this? So let's just say it takes, like baseline, it takes 100K to buy a 100K house. Let's just make it up. What you're saying is at 300, you have to make 300 grand to buy the average house.
So the other way around. So it was 300,000. Yeah. So it was basically the other way, which was our 300 number says that you have 3 times what you need to cover.
Oh, the reverse. Okay.
The reverse. So our low number is still bad. Where we're trending right now.
Oh, the high number is good. Okay. Got it.
The high numbers. Yeah. So the high number is good. The low number is bad. Yep. So our low number right now, so in 05, 06, 07, we were bouncing around between 105 and 115, which means that you're only 5 to 15% greater your income than the cost of than what you need to qualify for a median house. So no margin, right?
Got it. Yeah, there's no margin.
Space to make a mistake.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And that's when the market, that's that affordability index, which is, okay, if you make the median income or 5% or 15% more than that, you can afford the median house.
Exactly.
It was anywhere from 200 to 300. So you were making 2x what it took to buy the median house, which is where you want to be.
Folks, you got to learn the affordability index for your market. I can't do it for you. I'm not going to do it for you. Go look it up. My state is reported by CAR, California Association of Realtors. Yours as well?
Ours is reported by, I think it's like NHECC or NHCCC.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's the Realtors Association.
Yeah. So look up the Realtor Association for your state. Again, realize it very likely could be different than mine, could be different than New Hampshire's.
It will be.
What I would tell you to do is look at 2000, 2005, 2010, 2015, and 2020. You got to figure out, are you in a boring state and it's flat? It goes up just like this. Are you in California or Las Vegas where it's like this? Where are you? Because you need to know when the market's in danger of overheating. That's what the affordability index for me. And I'm very clear, right? So in my market, if it ever gets to 20, right? So again, my number is 0 to 100, gets to 20, I start looking to sell shit. And if it gets in the teens, I'll sell everything.
Yeah. So in New Hampshire, the way it looks, and I saw that report. I think you did an awesome job walking folks through that, because that report certainly is different than most other states. But with New Hampshire, it's much the same. It is anything, if you're getting close to 100, run, Luke, run.
Yeah, exactly. And folks, just so we realize, if you haven't made this connection already, nothing could change. Incomes could stay the same. Prices could stay the same. But what did we talk about in the beginning? Interest rates went up a quarter point already.
That's right.
Interest rates will impact this equation. It's always about payment.
The nice thing is that the states do a good job of accounting for rates.
Yeah.
The challenge, right? The challenge is when you have a 0.25 move and the new data isn't out yet.
Yeah.
Then what happens, right? Because now you're making decisions based on last month's data. And that's where you got to do your homework. You got to see what's going on. But when I saw that change, in all honesty, Mike, I'm a math guy. I'm a numbers guy. I don't tell the numbers that they're wrong.
Exactly. That's not a good idea.
Yeah. But you don't understand the stock is worth more. No, you don't understand math. It is what it is. It is what the market says it is.
Yeah.
And so that's what so for me, that for me was my signal that the few single families I've been holding on to, it's time to let them go.
There you go. See, right? When you see affordability get stretched, it's, you have the ability to get out. And again, I did it last time. It's in the book, right?
Yeah.
And again, I mean, it's just a fact, right? Everybody can look it up. I've talked about it 100 times. 1818 Norris Drive East, 93703. I sold for 264 in 2006 or 7. It's not back to that now, and it's been 15 years.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Affordability index works.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, even with and don't be, when you get to that part where you're on the sell side, don't be afraid to leave a little bit on the table. Don't be an idiot. Don't try and catch a falling knife.
Yeah. And again, my market went from 264 all the way to 300. I missed 10%.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing is, it can't be the fear of missing out on a few points of profit.
Mhm.
It needs to be, I need to get this done before a major move occurs.
Mhm.
And again, every market's different. Maybe we're entering this faster than others. Maybe it's because has slightly to do with the fact that, we have snow on the ground. We've already had, I think, 20 inches of snow this winter so
Oh my
far.
God. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're usually anywhere from 60 to 120.
Oh,
And so we've got a good clip, but usually it happens January, February, March. Those are more our winter months.
mm.
As far as snowfall. But yeah, just looking at the affordability of this, I mean, I let the numbers really make decisions for me. It makes it non-emotional. I would like to hold on to those properties. The problem that I have in holding on to those properties is I'm not going to wait. And to Mike's point, it took us how many years, Mike? It took us basically 8 years off the to get off the bottom to where
Mhm.
we are now today. And now today is only between 15 and 20% higher than the peak of where we were in '07.
Mhm.
Well, I don't want to wait 13 years for down and back up. So my question to myself is, do I want to own this property the next 13 years and do maybe a heating system, maybe a roof, maybe some windows, maybe some of these other larger capital improvements?
Mhm.
Do I want to do that to see another 20% 13 years from now?
Right.
Or do I want to move on, create some war chest, opportunity for myself and be ready for where I think there are going to be some of those multifamily and larger property movements in the
Yeah.
next 12 to 18 months.
Yeah. So when you look at 2021, you're going to cash in some chips, clearly.
And yep.
Um, are you excited about 2021? Are you using 2021 as a year to kind of reset, retrench, to get ready for an exciting 2022?
Yes. So both, really, truly, and honestly. I
Okay.
think that there's, duplexes and triplexes and quads and some sixes and some eights and things like that that I'm still pretty excited about. I don't want to sell
Right.
because
Okay.
I can't find that deal. I can't
Right.
find that deal. What was really funny is I had an opportunity to buy a property for 1.3.
Okay.
And that was back in February before the pandemic really hit. And I was just like, I just think that's a little expensive for what it is.
Yeah.
And I said to that broker, because I believe in you dance with the girl who brung you.
Yep.
And so any broker that brings me a deal, they're the agent for the deal. I don't
Right.
bring in any other agent. They're who gets the deal because they did the work
Of
and they
course.
thought highly enough of me to bring me the deal. So I dance with the one who brung me,
Yeah.
which is just good etiquette.
Yep.
And that's a way to build your network, FYI. And so that worked out. So she came back to me and she said, "Hey, I talked with her," and I said, "Great." I said, so I'd asked her, I said, "Can you reach out to her and see if she's interested?" She came back to me and she said, "Well, the number's not 1.3." I was like, "Okay, I'm listening." She goes, "It's higher." And I go, "It's not." I said no to 1.3 in February. I'm saying no to a higher number now because I'm not paying
Yeah.
more money for a property I didn't think was worth 1.3 now. The market over the temporary move in the market for 9 months
Yeah.
did not change my view of what the market's real intrinsic value is actually worth.
Yeah.
So I just said politely, I said, "I really appreciate you following up, but yeah, that's a no-go for me.
Yeah.
If she wants to talk about a lower number, we can have a conversation
So
again."
what was it? How many units at 1.3? 4, 6, 10?
10.
Okay. All
It
right.
was 10. Yeah.
Very cool.
Which for us, the number for the longest time here, which was kind of a rubber stamp from a bank, was 100,000 a unit.
Mm.
It was 100,000 a unit in an apartment building. And because a lot of our apartment buildings, just so people know, a lot of our old stuff, when we say old, it's not 1970. When we say old, it's 1870, you know?
Damn.
So yeah, like I know how to do all those horrible things in these houses that when you open up a wall, you find the line for the gas lighting,
Yeah.
and you find knob and tube wiring. Those are
Yeah.
all things that you find in the wonderful state of New Hampshire, not a national
1870,
treasure.
not
Yeah.
1970. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
old.
When,
It's like
when somebody says,
petrified wood.
yeah, when somebody says, "Oh yeah, it's kind of an old house in 1970," and I was like, "Oh, sounds good."
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going to have to be dealing with, like, we literally just did a house where we had wanted to pull out a cavity to put an electric line in, and we pulled it out. And when we opened up the wall, the plaster, the horsehair plaster,
Yeah.
lathe board, like crazy old, there was no insulation in the wall.
Of course.
And I literally said to them, I go, "We got to open up some more bays and see if that's the case." The
Yeah.
entire place did not have a drop of insulation except for where they put in the new windows around the new windows.
Of course.
So
Wow. All right. Well, then let's just close this one out talking about your exciting 2022. I'm guessing, like me, you see opportunity in that commercial multifamily.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely. I think even in the smaller stuff, so
Mhm.
certainly in the bigger stuff, but in the smaller stuff, I think, the threes, fours, fives, sixes, I think there are going to be some opportunities there.
I agree. Yeah, it's that small mom and pop, 5 to 20. That's where I've cut my teeth. That's where I've stayed. So yeah, pretty cool. Well, this has been a lot of fun, Matt. Thank you for episode 1.
Sure. Thanks, Mike.
All right.